Okay, so tonight we're going to be discussing music and how it affects your mood and your memory. If you take a good look around you, you might notice that you are inundated by music. When you go to the grocery store, music is playing in the background. When you go to the mall, each store is playing their own type of music that correlates to the shop style and or to their customer demographic. When you get in your car, you probably listen to either the radio or your MP3 player. And most people, when they're working out, whether it's going for a run around the neighborhood or going to the gym, they're listening to their MP3 player. We are surrounded. When you watch a movie or a TV show, music is played in the background to help set the mood or tone of the scene you're watching. For example, watch a scene from a scary movie. Your heart is racing, you're beginning to feel nervous and scared. Now watch the same scene without the sound. It's not so scary anymore. In fact, we're going to look at that right now. Pretty scary, right? Now, let's watch that same scene without the sound to see how we feel about it. Not so scary, was it? So that just kind of shows how sound and music can change how we feel about something that's happening around us. Now, we've all heard a song on the radio that makes us cry or feel happy. And most of us have heard a song that reminds us of one of our favorite movies, and we want to go home and watch that movie. And I know almost all of us has heard a song on the radio that reminds us of an ex. There seems to be a strong correlation between the music we listen to and our memories and moods. In fact, there have been several studies done looking into that very relationship. We know that memory is the nervous system's capacity to acquire and retain usable skills and knowledge, and that we ourselves are composed of our memories. So why are so many of our memories tied with music? That question could be answered by looking at a study done by researchers from McGill University in Montreal. The researchers wanted to study how levels of dopamine responded to music. As we know, dopamine is released when we engage in activities we perceive as rewarding, such as eating when we're hungry, drinking when we're thirsty, having sex when we're aroused, and possibly listening to music. These researchers used PET scans and functional MRIs to determine when dopamine was being released into the body as compared to what they referred to as musical frisson, which is described as when the participants felt a shiver go down their spine. The musical frisson would occur when the participants felt highest emotional response to the music. It was determined that this musical frisson was occurring at the same time as the release of dopamine. The researchers found that dopamine levels increased by up to 9% when the participants listened to music they enjoyed. The study shows that music is linked with our reward system. But why would music affect our memories? As Peter Giannetta, a cognitive neuroscientist at UC Davis said, music serves as a soundtrack for a mental movie that plays in our heads. The music will automatically call back memories of a particular place or person. This explains why when I hear a song by the band Bush, I automatically think of my boyfriend from senior year of high school. The album 16 Stone had just been released, and we were obsessed with the entire album and listened to it nonstop. To this day, about 18 years later, if I hear Everything Zen on the radio, I always think of Steve. Janetta was able to show that the same areas of the prefrontal cortex would light up when processing music and memories, as it did when responding to self-reflection. He found that music linked to vivid emotional memories lit up the strongest. Janetta's research may explain why people with Alzheimer's are able to recall songs from their distant past. Research has also shown that memorizing specific information to music can help us recall the information later. Just look at the ABCs. Every single one of us learned the alphabet using that song. Studies are showing that music can be used to help with attention and reasoning, as well as promoting pro-social behavior. Music has also been shown to help reduce anxiety in patients who are about to undergo a stressful procedure, whether it be something as simple as having an MRI, which can terrify a person because of claustrophobia, or something more serious as having major surgery or even going through childbirth. Research has also shown that music therapy can help with depression. Sometimes you just need a good cry or to feel as though someone else understands what you're going through. Music therapists are arguing that listening to music that matches your mood can make you feel understood and can provide the release you need in order to move on. The most interesting part about all of this research is that the type of music you listen to doesn't matter, as long as you like it. So if you don't like the music, you won't get the benefits out of it. So, if you need to cry, cry. And if you need to sing out, sing out.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out.
I hope you enjoyed this presentation.